Hello everyone, it's Dale here, and in today's video you'll find out: is the player count in CS reported by Valve actually real? Can you do agriculture in CS and make money with a farm? Why does Valve think farmers are worse than cheaters? Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop your unique like, and let's get started. Valve's reported player numbers, real or boosted? Valve regularly updates the number of unique monthly players in CS. By late summer 2024, it was holding steady at 26 million, an enormous figure for a game that only saw one major update in a year. So where did these impressive numbers come from? Yes, CS has a massive player base because it's a truly iconic game, but a large percentage of those 26 million are bots. CS is flooded with bots farming cases. Anonymous developers of software for such farming told Eric Shakov in an interview that 50% of players are fake accounts. Eric laughed and challenged them to prove that even 30% are fake. Here's what they said: "It's impossible to pinpoint the exact number of bots inflating the CS Online stats, but their massive presence is undeniable, as evidenced by frequent waves of bans. Since CS2's release, Valve has conducted at least 3 mass bot sweeps over the course of a year. If you play deathmatch late at night, you might find servers entirely populated by bots that automatically kick any real player. This suggests the actual online player count is much lower than reported." Another proof of farmers' activity in the game is the numerous videos showing rooms full of PCs, each hosting up to 10 accounts. Valve is trying to crack down on such entrepreneurs, but how effective their efforts are is debatable. Bots have been part of this system for so long that rooting them out, along with third-party trading platforms, would practically dismantle the ecosystem. Still, Valve keeps fighting. The most recent wave of bans happened just recently, but if people are clinging to this gray business so persistently that even the mighty Valve can't stop them, this must be an incredibly lucrative venture, right? Here's what the one developer of CS farming software had to say: "Valve's ban waves periodically cut down bots and offenders, but the problem is that creating new accounts takes little time and isn't expensive. Most bot farmers quickly recover their losses. The effect is temporary. Within a couple of weeks after a ban wave, bot activity is back to normal." When he says creating new accounts isn't expensive, the IT specialist is likely speaking from the perspective of big players in this gray market who rent entire offices full of PCs to farm cases. For these guys, it's indeed not expensive, but for a kid from the block, it's a completely different story. See the promo code on the screen? Don't wait for a lucky chance. Luck is already on your side. Enter the promo code on our website and collect top loot from GGDROP. Have fun hunting, bro. At first glance, it seems simple. If hundreds of thousands, if not millions of accounts are farming daily, it must be profitable, right? Let's break it down. To farm cases, you'll need to invest in several CS accounts, at least 10 to 20. Only accounts with Prime status can be used for farming. The average farm consists of about 100 accounts. A ready-to-use account costs $15. If you want to save money, you'll need to spend time creating them yourself, but even then, the cost won't drop below $12 to $13 per account. Additional expenses include software for automation unless you can make your own scripts. Those who know how to create such scripts usually stick to that, as it's far more lucrative than running a farm with 50 bots. So you'll likely have to buy the software. The return on investment depends on the number of accounts, Gabe's drops, and case prices. At average case prices, you could break even in 6 to 9 months, provided your accounts don't get banned due to amateur farming practices. There's a tiny chance of landing valuable cases, like the $10,000 weapon case, but these are incredibly rare. The odds of getting a discontinued rare case are fractions of a percent. If your computer is weak, you'll also need to upgrade it, costing several $100s. On top of that, withdrawing money from Steam takes a 30 to 40% cut. And don't forget about electricity costs, which also eat into profits. So, a farm with 100 accounts will cost around $1,300 to $1,500, plus expenses for software, PC upgrades, and electricity. This makes the business risky and expensive, unsuitable for a high schooler saving lunch money. It requires significant investment, and there's always the risk that Gabe will come up with new ways to identify and ban bot accounts. In the 7 months it takes to break even on your investment, you could lose your accounts and end up with a serious financial loss. Why does Valve target farmers more than cheaters? Have you heard of any major ban waves targeting cheaters in CS2? Probably not, as for more than half a year, the anti-cheat system was essentially disabled. But raids on farmers happen regularly. Yet from a regular player's perspective, cheaters are a much bigger problem, ruining games and making life miserable for everyone on the servers. As they say, it's nothing personal, just business. The truth is, Gabe's company exists primarily to make money, and they please players only when it helps them make even more money. Valve focuses more on the game's economy, cases, and trading because it directly impacts their revenue. Cheaters are a complex problem, requiring constant improvement of the anti-cheat system, which takes resources and effort. Valve might see cheaters as an inevitable part of any large online project, aiming only to limit their spread rather than eradicate them completely, shares a farm software developer. The economic aspect is critical for Valve. While these only harm the market indirectly, farmers directly increase the supply of popular cases, driving their prices down and reducing Valve's commission revenue. That's why they've become Valve's top enemies. The same logic applies to cheaters. It's hard to measure the commercial harm caused by thousands of cheaters, but farmers clearly take a lot of green bills out of Gabe's pocket, a situation he obviously won't tolerate. Valve's programmers will likely come up with even more ways to make life harder for freeloaders, and we'll get to watch this battle with great interest. This was Dale as always, and I hope you enjoyed the video and showed it some love with your headshot like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the most exciting news from the CS world. For now, I'm signing off. Wish you all amazing matches.